Hello Aries and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of October in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're gonna start with your wisdom of the oracle card, and the card that has a message for you is number 45, time to go. So this is all about endings, leaving something behind. It's pretty much brings to me the Eight of Cups energy when you're leaving something behind. And I think this can show up in your life different ways. Some of you need to leave a relationship behind that's no longer serving you. You learned everything from that relationship. You got everything out of it that you had to, and it's time for you to go. For some of you, it's time for you to go, to leave the solitude behind and embrace on a new journey. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups as a court card can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is the most romantic knight from all of it, and generally brings some kind of a gesture from the heart. This can be an invitation for a date. This can be an invitation for something more serious, like getting engaged, getting married, or even moving in with each other. This is like a very romantic person if it is showing up in your person, but there's definitely love is on the horizon when the Knight of Cups shows up. The first card of your reading is the Eight of Pentacles, which is indicating that you've been putting a lot of effort into something, and day and night you're working on it. For some of you, this might be a relationship that you're putting a lot of effort into and you're trying to make it work. For some of you, it can be that you are trying to find a partner and you are working a lot of it. So whenever this card comes up, you're definitely having to go through some repetitive cycles as well, something over and over again. And also this card is indicating that whatever you've been working hard towards, you're gonna get the sweet results out of it. But again, time to go maybe can be that you need to kind of hurry with something. The next card in your reading is the Six of Swords, which is all about leaving things behind, leaving the difficulties, leaving the stormy weather behind, and arriving to calmer shores. This can be an indication that some of you are leaving just a difficult cycle behind you. Some of you are leaving a partnership behind you. Some of you are leaving the solitude behind you. So there's definitely a transition, a movement. Some of you might be moving as well. You can see how she kind of have her bags ready to go. But this is all about arriving to calmer shores. And you also have here the Death and the Rebirth card, which is the card of change, indicating that a cycle of your life in your relationship is ending and another one is beginning again. It can be an ending of relationship, ending of being alone, or a relationship that's going through a massive change. What's really important here, that you're going through a change that you shouldn't fight against. You should go along with it, because the more you fight it, the harder it will be for you to come to the other side of this change. And you also have here the Two of Swords, which is indicating that you have hard time making a decision. You're kind of weighing the pros back and forth, and you are kind of in a standstill because you just don't know which is the right choice. But deep down you actually know. So listen to your heart, listen to your inner voice, and that's gonna help you to give you the right decision. Two of Swords can be also when you are kind of trying to choose between two options, two people. Maybe you have two people that are trying to date with you, or you're dating two people. Some of you are in a new relationship and in an old one at the same time. It can be also a sign of conflict when you're kind of in a still standard of a conflict, or you're trying to be in this neutral position as well. The next card in your reading is the King of Swords. King of Swords as a court card can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is a person who is very smart, very logical, and speaks his mind. And he's all about the truth and nothing but the truth. So again, it might be that some of you need to balance these two people, somebody who's very romantic, somebody who's very smart and speaks his mind. This can be also connected to the truth coming out for some of you. If you're going through a legal process, definitely can be an indication of a judge or somebody from a law enforcement background. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only casting a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. And only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them. The next card in your reading is the Judgment card. Judgment is all about a big decision. It's all about recognition. When you're recognizing something, how you want to move forward. It is also very much connected to this rebirth energy, which you already have the death and rebirth. But the Judgment is when something from the past is coming back. Like, when you look at those people in the original Judgment card, they are arising from the coffin. So something that some of you might have thought that it's done, maybe it's resurfacing into your life. Maybe an old relationship, a lover, or somebody is definitely coming back. Judgment can be also a sign that you might be too harsh with yourself or with your partner. So definitely a little bit a softer approach can be beneficial from that perspective. Judgment can be also a big decision, and if you're going through some kind of a legal process, can be an indication that everybody is getting whatever that they deserve, and this is a very karmic card. The next card in your reading is the High Priestess. High Priestess can be a sign of secrets. Because she doesn't speak, so with the King of Swords, this secret might be coming to surface. High Priestess is all about following your instinct, following your intuition, and that's going to bring you some kind of a great results. But this is also about unlimited potential. So from a love and a relationship reading, can be a person who's a very attractive person, and a lot of people are trying to get to know her. So that's not even a surprise, because you have two of these male figures, but obviously the genders are not relevant in a general reading. It might be as well that you are this person who is very desirable, or you might be dealing with a person who is very desirable. You also have here the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is the card of holding on to something, trying to control something or situation, a person. It can be also that some of you are still not letting go of something from the past. Maybe there are some hurts, some difficulties that are holding you back. Definitely important to release those fears and anxieties that it brings you. And at the bottom of the deck, it also can mean secrets as well. So maybe secrets is something that definitely comes out. And the bottom of the deck, you do have another king, the King of Wands. So King of Wands, again, as a court card, can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. He is the sexy king. He is the one who's charming, who again can seduce anybody. He's a little bit of a player. He's very warm-hearted, but he likes to have his freedom, and having this energy is not that great with the King of Wands, because he gets scared if you're trying to control him too much. So all in all, there's something for you to consider in terms of time to go, let go of something, as well. I can kind of see that as that with this Four of Pentacles energy. But overall, your main energy is romance, leaving difficulties behind, and you're definitely going through a big change. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.